Set against this backdrop of a different time, a time where kids had freedom to go outside and explore and their parents didn't hover over them, two teenage boys vanished from a small rural town in Ontario, Canada, shaking the town to its core and ending the age of innocence for the town. Though the disappearance would not make big news around the world or anything like that, unfortunately, it is an unsolved mystery that persists nearly 44 years later. Eric Larsfolk was a typical 14-year-old boy who had just moved to town. On August 24th, 1981, Eric ate supper with his parents, then headed off down the dusty gravel driveway to his neighbor's house sometime after 6 p.m. He was starting to make friends in the neighborhood with kids who lived at the next farmhouse over, just down the road, less than 1 kilometer away. Kim McCormick and her brother John Jr., who were 13 and 15 respectively. As Lloyd Larsfolk watched his youngest son ride down the family's driveway on his new bike, little did either of them know that that would be the last time that they would see each other. To say the accounts of the next few hours are murky is an understatement. As the story goes, supposedly, Eric was heading to the McCormicks that evening to see Kim, but he didn't know that Kim was gone babysitting that night. Eric didn't really know John Jr. that well, but whatever ended up happening, Eric and John Jr. ended up hanging out that evening. What they did that night, I don't think anybody really knows for certain, other than that they were last seen on the McCormick family farm driving a field car. Who had seen them? I don't even know that for sure, but I do believe the last known person to see them was John's father, John Sr. What we do know for certain is that the two boys have never been seen again. Eric and John Jr. were just two teenage boys hanging out on a rural farm in Caledon, Ontario, Canada, and poof, they vanished. Obviously they didn't, but what happened to them is still just as much of a mystery 44 years later as it was back in 1981.